Brilliant. All right. And Jane, I'm going to just remute.
Just before you do, are you okay, Nikki?
Yeah, fine, thanks, Jane. Yeah, it's not been not been too bad at all, actually. So I've been quite lucky, I think.
Good. Oh, that's brilliant.
All right, I'm going to mute. There you go. Perfect. All right. So we're standing on the mat. I'll just bring my camera up slightly. Feet together, turning toes out, followed by heels. So feet hip width apart, soft through the knees, hips facing forward, shoulders round and down and ears over the shoulders. Placing the hands on the hips, and we're just going to rock that pelvis forward and back, so you're flattening through the lumbar spine and arching through the lumbar spine. Good, one more time, flatten and arch, and then finding the halfway point between the two, nice neutral spine position. Placing the hands on the rib cage and drawing those shoulders down the back. Nice deep breath in through the nose, feel the rib cage expanding, and out through the mouth. Good, one more time. Deep breath in through the nose, trying not to breathe into those shoulders, and out through the mouth. And I want you to think about that belt around your waist, drawing the sides towards each other, belly button back towards the spine, and feel those pelvic floor muscles like a lift coming up. Feeling that tightness through the abdominal core region, but you can keep with that deep lateral breathing. So relaxing the arms down by our sides. We're going to start with the heel lift. So just lifting one heel and then lowering and lifting the other. And again, with these heel lifts, the focus is really on the ankle joint, that we keep that ankle joint tracking straight, not that we wobble onto the outside of that ankle joint. So really strengthening it up. So while we keep going with these heel lifts, we're going to start to float the arms out to the side, locking those shoulders down the back as we reach the arms up towards the ceiling. On the out breath, push the air away as we bring those arms back down. Good. We're going to bring the arms forward now, locking those shoulders down the back. Reach them up to the ceiling. Then we're going to sweep the arms back. Don't force it. Just slightly back as we circle round. In breath, bringing those arms forward. Out breath, slightly sweeping those arms back. And round, we're reversing. So bring those arms back. Up to the ceiling, draw the shoulders down and push the air away. One more time, in breath, sweep the arms back, lock the shoulders down and push the air away. Brilliant. We're going to come to standing now. Bring the fingers onto your shoulders. Lift those elbows up to shoulder height. And we're going to start with some forward circles. So taking the shoulder joint through its full range of movement there. Good. Two more times. Just loosening off any tightness. And then we're going to reverse. So back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Good. Up to the ceiling and sweeping them back again. Two more times. Again, just really feeling that shoulder joint going through its full range of movement. We're coming back to the center, keeping the elbows at shoulder height, locking the hips forward, and we're going to do the spine rotation. So we're turning to the left, pushing that left hip forward. Don't let it come with you, and take your eyes to the back of the room. In breath to center, pushing that right hip forward. We're turning to the right. Take the eyes to the back. Again, not forcing it. Just feeling that rotation through the spine and center. One more time to each side. Push that left hip forward. Take the eyes to the back of the room. And center. Good. Last time. Push that right hip forward. Turn to the back of the room. And center back up again. Good. We're going to reach the arms out in front. Interlock the fingers. Turn them inside out and take the palms up to the ceiling, keeping those knees soft. We're going to go over into a right side bend, reach that left arm away from you. In breath to center, shoulders down the back, over to the left. Think of lengthening through the waist rather than collapsing and letting that hip slide out. And center back up. One more time to each side. Over to the right, reaching that left arm away from you. And center. And then over to the left, reaching that right arm away from you. And center back up. We're going to unlock the fingers. Both hands are still up towards the ceiling, palms facing away from you. We're going to bring the hands down. As we bring the hands down, we're going to turn and look over the right shoulder and sweep the arms back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. In breath, fingers to the ceiling. On the out breath, we're going to bring the hands down. As we do that, we're going to turn to the left this time. Look over the left shoulders. Squeeze those shoulder blades together at the back. One more time to each side. In breath, fingers to the ceiling. On the out breath, push the air away. Look over that right shoulder. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. In breath, arms to the ceiling. Last time, push the air away. We're looking over that left shoulder. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together along your back. Keep the arms there. Center the head. Interlock the fingers. Turn them inside out. Again, squeeze those shoulder blades together at the back first, and then we're lifting the hands up away from the glutes. So not that we're rolling forward with those shoulders. We want them really back and feel that opening through the chest. And then we're just going to relax the hands down, keep them interlocked, relax them onto the glutes. And we're going to drop left ear to left shoulder, drawing the right shoulder down the back. And then drop chin to chest, and we're sliding that chin along the chest very slowly, feeling any stretching or tightness in the back of that neck, ending up with right ear over right shoulder. One more time, chin to chest, rubbing that chin along the chest, keep those shoulder blades pulled together at the back, ending up with left ear over left shoulder. And center that head back up, unlock those fingers, and we're just going to roll them round the bed. Brilliant. So we're going to come into the roll down now. So when you're ready, scooping that belly button to spine, keeping those knees nice and soft. We're going to drop chin to chest on the in-breath. On the out-breath, we're going to start to peel that vertebra off the imaginary wall behind you. Take your time. Feeling that articulation through each vertebra joint, arms hanging, head hanging. Let the crown of the head weight you down all the way down to your toes. And again, just let your head hang down there. Draw the shoulders down the back. We're scooping belly button to spine, keeping those knees soft. We're rounding back up. Stacking that spine, one vertebra at a time. Come up to standing and roll those shoulders back. Good. One more time. Scoop the belly button to spine, chin to chest. We're rounding down. Again, taking time, especially through that lumbar spine, feeling that articulation all the way down to the toes. And this time we're either going to scoop the fingers under the toes or place the palms flat on the floor. Let the head hang and shoulders down the back. We're going to straighten through the left knee for 4, 3, 2, 1, and soften. Straighten through the right knee for 4, 3, 2, 1, and soften. Straighten through both knees, head hanging, drawing the shoulders down the back, just breathing through that stretch. And then we're going to soften through the knees, scoop the belly button to spine. We're rounding back up, stacking that spine, rolling the shoulders back, and then just going back again to the ankle strengtheners. And we're going to be working the front of the thighs here. So keeping those knees bent a little bit more, we're going to start to lift one heel, and then as we lower that heel, we're lifting the right heel. Good. So what again, as I say, we're working on the ankles, but we're also working the front of the thighs. So if you're doing this and you're thinking, well, I'm not really feeling it in my thighs, drop a little lower. Good. So you really feel that burning. Make sure those ankles are going straight, not wobbling out to the side, nice and straight. And we're doing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last ones. Good. Come up to standing. This time we're going to do one more roll down. In fact, we'll start with the arms up above the ears. You can keep your legs straight this time if you want to. We're scooping belly button to spine. We're rounding down. Let the crown of the head hang. Arms hang. Feel that lovely stretch through the back of the calves and hamstrings. And then we're going to soften through the knees, and we're going to come down to the mat, up in a kneeling position. Good. So up on our knees. Everyone okay? If you're not happy with being up on the knees, we can just do the cat stretch for this one into the back extension. Okay, so that's if kneeling is uncomfortable for you. So from here, on the in breath, we're scooping belly button to spine. Out breath, we're going to go chin to chest, rounding down to the floor. Hands come onto the floor. We're going to slide those hands away and take the head down to the mat. And then drop the weight back towards your heel. So you're getting that lovely stretch all through your lower back, through your sides, your lats, your shoulders. And from there, we're going to stick the hands to the floor, reach the crown of the head over the wrist, take the shoulder over the hands into that back extension, eyes to the ceiling. Good. So in breath, take the weight back again, head down to the mat, opening up through that back. Then we're going to scoop belly button to spine, rounding up, bringing the hands up with you, back to kneeling, take the arms up to the ceiling, keeping the belly button scooped to the spine. We're just going to lean back slightly and take the eyes to the ceiling. Good. So in breath, we're going to round down, scoop the belly button to spine, let the hands come down to the floor, creep those hands away from you, taking the head down to the mat, and then again just hinge the weight back slightly so you're getting the opening through the back. Sticking the hands to the floor, feeding the crown of the head and then the shoulders over the wrists into that back extension, eyes to the ceiling, shoulders down your back there. Good, take the weight back, head down, opening through the back. And then scoop the belly button to spine, rounding back up. This time we're not going to do the back extension. We're just going to take those arms back up to the ceiling. Good. And then coming back onto all fours again. So wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. We're going to slide that left leg back, drop that left hip down. Push back through the hands. We're taking the heel to the floor and we're holding that stretch for 10, 9, 8, 7. If you have issues with your wrists, come onto your forearms. 4, 3, 2, 1, and slide that left knee back in. Good. We're sliding that right leg back. Tuck that right toe underneath you. Push back through the hands, heels to the floor. And we're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sliding that right knee back in. Good. Into the hip drop. So we're taking both hips to the right. Look over the left shoulder at your feet. Feel that lovely stretch through the hips there. In breath to center, back up, and on the out breath, both hips to the left, looking over the right shoulder at your feet. And center, back up again. Good. One more time to each side. Over to the right. Look at the feet of your left shoulder. See if the hips will drop a bit lower this time. And center. Last time. Over to the left. Look over the right shoulder at your feet. And center, back up again. Good. We're going to take the knees to the edges of the mat, so really nice and wide. Make sure your heels are in line with your knees, so they're not out at right angles or closing in. And then we're going to drop the weight back and feed the hands forward. What we're trying to get here is a lovely stretch through our hips, so you should be feeling it quite strongly in your hips. If you're not feeling it in your hips, take those knees wider. Good, and we're holding for a deep breath in and out. Good, and then we're rounding back up, and we're going to come to a sitting position now. Legs are crossed in front of you. If you have a cushion or pillow, this could be a good time to just pop yourself up if you find sitting uncomfortable. And of course, if you want to have your legs straight in front of you, that's also fine. Good. So crown of the head lifted up towards the ceiling. We're going to turn to the right. So place the right hand behind you, left hand onto the opposite knee. Crown of the head to the ceiling, and then we're just coming into, again, another rotational stretch. Try not to lean back. Keep the crown of the head tall. And just gently increasing that stretch. Good. Back to the center. We're changing sides. So right hand onto left knee, left hand behind you. Reach the crown of the head to the ceiling first. And then turning to the back of the room, breathing through that stretch. Good, and center, back up again, brilliant. So we're going to have the right hand on the floor next to you. Slide that right hand away, drop the shoulder down and keep the elbows soft as we bring the left arm over the top. Good. From there, we're going to take that left hand and place it behind your head, elbow to the ceiling. We're going to turn to the ceiling, take the chest to the ceiling, open it up to the ceiling. On the out breath, we're going to bring that left elbow down towards the right knee. Again, we're looking for a lovely rotational stretch through the back. In breath, take that elbow to the ceiling, open that chest up. On the out breath, take that left elbow to the right knee, feeling that lovely rotation. Good, last one. It is quite a strong stretch, so don't force it. Should just be lovely opening stretch through the back. Take that elbow to the right knee. Good, then we're going to bring the left arm over the top into that side stretch again. And come up to sitting. Brilliant. Good. Okay, so we're going to slide the left hand away now. Reach the right arm over the top. Keep the shoulder down the back and that left elbow bent. Place that right hand behind the head. Good. In breath, take that chest, open it to the ceiling. On the out breath, take that right elbow down towards that left knee. Good. In breath, open the chest to the ceiling. Ready. On the out breath, take that right elbow down towards that left knee. Good, feeling that rotation. One more time, in breath, chest to the ceiling. On the out breath, bring that elbow down towards the knee. Good, and then we're going to bring that arm back over into that side bend and rounding back up and stacking that spine. Excellent. We're going to straighten that left leg back out into a slight V there. The right knee is bent with the sole of the foot into your inner thigh. Now again, if you feel uncomfortable, like you're scrunching down, just pop yourself onto your pillow or block. Both hands on your left leg. We're going to slide the hands down that left leg. So we're taking the chest over the knee. Now, it doesn't matter how low you can go down. It's all about feeling that stretch. Trying to keep that right knee towards the floor. Good, just breathing through that. We're going to hold this for 3 breaths. So 2 more. I want you to do nice deep breath in. On the out breath, see if you can drop a little bit lower. Good, one more time, deep breath in. As you breathe out, see if you can drop a little bit lower still. Good, we're going to round back up and stack. Then we're going to take the right ankle, maybe bring that left leg in a bit. I'm going to place the right ankle on that left knee. Now again, if that is not comfortable for you, you can use again a cushion or a block and place the leg onto a block. So the choice is yours. If you're finding it uncomfortable on your thigh, just bring it down to below, just fractionally above your knee. So that's probably sort of the least sensitive part of the leg there. Slight flexion through the toe. And again, we're going to run both hands down that left leg. Now you should be feeling it quite strong through that right hip. And if that's where you're feeling it, that's fine. That's where you're supposed to be feeling it. You might feel it down the outer side or maybe even the inner thigh, wherever you're the most tight. And again, just breathing through that. You're not going to get as low as you possibly did when the foot was on the floor. Deep breath in and out. Good. One more time. Nice deep breath in. And out, good, rounding back up and stacking. We're going to change legs now. So we're going to open that right leg out, place that left foot into the inner thigh there, crown of the head up towards the ceiling, both hands on that right leg, and we're going to slide the hands down towards the ankle, take the chest over the knee. And again, we're just breathing through that stretch. Good. Sometimes it's quite nice to just bring that left hand over to the outside of the leg. That just helps to give that lovely sort of diagonal stretch there across the body. Nice deep breath in and see if you can drop a little bit lower on the out breath. Good, and we're rounding back up and stacking. So again, we're going to either place that left ankle onto the right knee or use your blocks, just bring it up onto a block. It's just to lift it up off the floor slightly so we start to incorporate that left hip. Both hands onto the leg and then we're hinging forward, slide the hands down. Again, you should be feeling it quite strongly in that left hip. 3 breaths here. Deep breath in and out. Good, one more time. Nice deep breath in and out. Good, we're rounding and stacking back up. We're going to place the left foot on the floor. Then we're going to bring the right sole of the foot to meet the left one. So both knees are bent, soles of the feet together. Again, crown of the head up to the ceiling first. And then we're going to hinge forward and drop the weight down over those feet. If you can, use your elbows to just try and encourage those knees towards the floor a little bit there. And again, deep breath in and out. Good. And then we're going to open both legs out into the V. flexion through the feet, crown of the head to the ceiling, and then we're going to walk those hands forward, again thinking of length, so you're reaching the crown of the head forward. Good, feel that lovely stretch through that inner thigh there. We're rounding back up and stacking the spine, arms to the side, palms facing forward into the saw. So we're turning to the left, backhand is down, the little finger comes to the outside of the little toe, and we're sawing for 3, 2, 1, come back up and center. Good, we're turning to the right, backhand down, little finger to the outside of the toe, we're sawing for 3, 2, 1, come back up and center. One more time, but this time, but as the backhand goes down, we're going to look at that backhand hinging forward for 3, 2, 1, come back up and center. Good. Turning to the right, backhand down, look at the backhand, we're hinging forward for 3, 2, 1, come back up and center. Brilliant. We're going to bring those knees in. We're going to come down to side lying. So have your cushion or block on the, we're going to come on our right side. So lying on the block, knees are bent, both arms out in front of us, palms on top of each other. Stacking those hips. So on the in-breath, we're going to take that top arm up to the ceiling, push that top hip forward, follow the hand with the head, breathe through that stretch, try and relax that left shoulder down your back as we draw that arm back up and over and close that book back up. Good, one more time. On the in-breath, arm to the ceiling, push that top hip forward, follow the hand with the head. This time we're going to draw the chalk circle, so we're going to come down over the legs, crossing over the open hand, up above the head, pushing that top hip forward, back into that open book as we draw that arm back up and over and closing the book back up. Good, one more time. In breath, arm to the ceiling, push that top hip forward, follow the hand with the head. We're drawing the chalk circle, but we're coming up above the head now, crossing over the open hand, down over the legs, into the open book, follow the hand with the head, and we're drawing that arm back up and closing that book back up. Brilliant. So we're going to bring the right arm underneath your head now, so maybe just slide that block out the way. We're going to place the left hand on top of that hip. You're going to push that left hip forward, so we don't want to be rocking back on that hip. Keeping the feet glued together and squeezing through that left glute. We're going to take that knee up towards the ceiling and lower back down again. Good. One more time. Squeeze that left glute. Make sure you're firing that up as you take the knee to the ceiling and lower back down. Good. This time we're going to take the knee and ankle to the ceiling. Fire that glute up. Make sure you're staying stacked and lower back down. Just try and lift your waist up away from the mat, taking the knee and ankle up towards the ceiling, squeezing that glute. We're going to hold it there. Now we're going to take the knee to the ceiling and then center it back up again. Good. Turn the knee to the ceiling and center. Good. One more time. Take that knee to the ceiling and center. Now we're going to drop the knee down in front of you so the knee comes to the floor. Then we're going to draw an arc with that knee. So we're going to bring it up over the arc, and then we're going to drop the toe down behind. Okay. So drawing the arc up to the ceiling, then we're bringing the knee down in front. Take that knee up over the arc and drop the toe down behind. Good, 2 more times. Take that knee to the ceiling. We'll bring the knee down in front. Good, up over the arc, and we're dropping the toe down behind. Brilliant. Close the knees and ankles back up, give that thigh a bit of a tap, and then we're going to lengthen that top leg away from you, keeping those hips stacked into our outer thigh raise. So pointing through the toe, we're taking the leg up, flex, lengthen, lift the waist up as you lower back down. Pointing to come up, flex, lengthen, and lower back down. Good, we're going to speed it up slightly, pointing to come up, flex, lengthen, and lower. Good, pointing to come up, flex, lengthen, and lower. 3 more, pointing to come up, flex, lengthen, and lower. 2 more, pointing, flex, lift that waist up. Last one, pointing to come up, flex, lengthen, and lower back down. We're going to lengthen the bottom leg now, so both legs are stacked on top of each other. Bring the top hand down onto the mat to support you. The feet are in flexion. We're going to take the top leg up to hip height. Lift that waist up away from the mat, and we're going to take the bottom leg up to meet. Good. And keep the top leg up. We're going to lower the bottom leg back down again. Good. Really working on that waist staying lifted up off the mat. Take the top leg up. Bottom leg up and lower. So the top leg is staying where it is. We're just working that bottom leg. And lower. Good. We're doing 3 more. Keep the feet in flexion. Remember, if you're feeling it in your hips, firstly, try and lift that waist up more. Good. Last time, we're going to take the bottom leg up and lower. We're going to bring the top leg down, and now we're going to work with double leg lifts. So feet in flexion, lift that waist up, and we're taking both legs up and lower. Good. Both legs up and lower. On this next one, we're going to pulse it. Both legs up, hold them up. We're pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Lift that waist up. Last time, both legs up and pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Let's roll on our backs, hug our knees into our chest, rock from side to side. Good job, everyone. And what we're doing with this exercise, while we could come onto our left side with our blocks or cushions, is obviously we're working our legs, but we're also working these oblique muscles, these waist muscles, and that's why it's so important that we keep that waist lifted up off the mat. So we're starting with the knees bent, knees stacked and the feet are stacked, both arms straight out in front of us, pushing that right hip forward slightly. So on the in-breath, we're going to take that right arm up towards the ceiling, push that top hip forward, follow the hand with the head as we open the chest to the ceiling. On the out-breath, we're drawing that arm back up and over again. Good. One more time. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, arm to the ceiling, push that top hip forward, follow the hand with the head. This time I'm going to draw the chalk circle. So we're coming down over the legs, crossing over the open hand, up above the head, pushing that hip forward into the open book. And then we're drawing that arm back up and closing the book. Good. One more time. Deep breath in. Take the arm to the ceiling. Push that top hip forward. Follow the hand with the head. We're drawing the chalk circle. So we're coming up above the head, crossing over the open hand, down over the legs into that open book. Push that top hip forward, and then we're drawing that arm back up and over, closing that book up. Brilliant. So bringing that left arm underneath your head, taking the block away, right hand on top of the hip, feet stay together, squeeze the glute, and we're taking that knee up towards the ceiling and lower back down. Good. One more time. Squeeze that glute. We're just checking that we are firing those muscles up, and lower back down. We're going to lift the waist up away from the mat as we take the knee and ankle up towards the ceiling, firing up that glute, and lower. Knee and ankle up towards the ceiling. Good. We're going to hold it here now. We're going to take the knee to the ceiling without dropping back on that hip, and center. Take the knee to the ceiling. We're really opening up through that hip joint there, and center. Good. One more time. We're taking the knee to the ceiling, opening up through the hip, and center. We're going to bring the knee down to the floor in front of you, then drawing that knee up over the arc, and then drop the toe down behind. So we're keeping the knee bent. We're not straightening the leg there. Good. Up over the arc and knee down in front. If you're getting any cramp in your feet, just flexion through the toe. Drop the toe behind. Good. Two more times. Drawing up over the arc. Knee in front. And up over the arc. And drop that toe behind. Good. Stacking the knees and ankles. Give that thigh a rub, and then we're going to lengthen that top leg away. Lift that waist up away from the mat. We're pointing through the toe. Take the leg to the ceiling. Flex, lengthen, lifting that waist to lower. Pointing to come up. Flex, lengthen, and lower. Good. We're speeding it up. So point to come up. Flex, lengthen, and lower. Pointing to come up. Flex, lengthen, and lower. Three more. Pointing to come up. Flex, lengthen, and lower. Two more. Pointing to come up. Flex, lengthen, and lower. Last one. Pointing to come up. Flex, lengthen, and lower back down. We're lengthening the bottom leg away now. Top arm comes down to stabilize you. Feet are in flexion. Take the top leg up to hip height. We're holding that top leg there. Lift the waist up off the mat as we take the bottom leg up to meet it. Lower the bottom leg down. And again, lift the waist as we come to meet it. And lower. Good. Two more times. Lift the waist. And lower. Last one. Lift the waist as it comes to meet. And lower. Going to bring that top leg down now. And now we're going to do the double leg lifts, lifting that waist up off the mat. Double legs up and lower. Good. Double legs up. We're holding it here and we're pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Lift the waist up off the mat. Double leg lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good job. Bend your knees, bring them to your chest slightly. Give that thigh a bit of a tap if you want to. And we're going to come onto our front. So when you're ready, we're going to roll onto our front. Hands either side of the mat. Feet hip width apart. Just having a little play with that neutral spine position, yeah? So make sure you're in that neutral spine position. You've got your belly button lifted up away from the mat. From here now, hands either side of the mat, we're going to just slightly, we're not coming all the way up, so keep the elbows bent. I'm going to push the hands into the mat, draw the shoulders down the back, and just come up from the breastbone. Good. So into sort of Just a slight back extension there, good. Lengthen through the crown of the head, don't pull the head back, and lower back down. This next time we're going to come up a little bit higher, so pushing the hands down through the mat, shoulders down. We're going to lift the front of the hips up with us. Good, drawing those shoulders down the back, looking over the left shoulder, and then we're going to look over the right shoulder and lower back down again. Good. From there, we're going to come into the W arm. So just bring the hands either side of your shoulder there, lifting that belly button away from the mat. On the out breath, we're going to lengthen through the back of the neck, come up, bring the hands up either side of your shoulders and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Good. And lower back down. Good. We're going to do 2 more of those. So lift the belly button up away from the mat as you're coming up from the breastbone. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and lower. Good. Last time, up into the W arms. This time we're just going to sweep the arms out to the side, reach them back towards your feet, draw the shoulders down the back, back to W. Come back down. We're going to place the right hand underneath your forehead. We're going to bend the left knee, heel to the glutes, and we're going to catch hold of that left ankle, encouraging it to take the heel to the glute. Once you've got that, we're going to try and lift that knee up off the mat and lower. Good. Think of that neutral spine, so lift the belly button up. Good. We're lifting the knee and lower. Good. One more time. Lift that knee up off the mat. Nice strong one. I can't hear you, but I can imagine there's lots of moaning going on there. Good. Lower the knee back down. We're going to let go of that left ankle. We're going to change hands. So left hand under the head. Bend the right ankle to catch hold of that right knee, catch hold of the right ankle, heel to the glutes, just checking that neutral spine position. And then when you're ready, we're lifting the right knee up off the mat and lower. Good. Lift that right knee up off the mat and lower. Good. One more time. Lift that right knee up. We're really stretching out through our quads there. And lower, keep hold of that right ankle. We're going to bend that left ankle now, grab hold of it with the left hand. We're going to do the full back extension here. So if you can, we're going to push the ankles into the hands, lift the knees up and come up from the breastbone into that back extension. Lower, keep hold of the ankles. We're going to do it one more time. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, push those ankles into the hand, into the back extension. Lower back down. Lengthen the feet away. We're going to push back now. So we're coming back to sitting on your heels. Good. Head down to the mat, into the child pose position. Good. Just stretching out through that back. Nice deep breath. Good. And then we're coming up onto all fours now. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath hips. Now, if you have wrist issues, I suggest you either find a chair or use your sofa and just be on the sofa with the forearms on the chair or sofa, just to support you a little bit here. Good. If you're using a chair or sofa, just make sure you're keeping that belly button scooped because you're going to be a bit higher. You don't want to be hollowing through the back. Good, from there we're going to slide the left leg back and slide right hand forward. So before we lift anything, we want to check that that hip isn't hitching, and then we're going to reach the arms forward and back. Good, looking for the length, remember, not the height. We're going to tap it to the floor and then reach it forward and back again. Good. Tap to the floor, reach it forward and back. This time we're going to bend the knee now. Bring the right hand to touch that left foot. And then lengthen away from you. Good. Now, it doesn't matter if you reach the foot or not. You're just reaching it back as if you're going to. The main thing is that there is no twisting through the body here, okay? So reach back, touch the ankle. Good. And lengthen. Then we're going to go palm down and we're going to pulse the leg and arm. So we're pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg and arm. Draw it back to the center and then sit back on your heels, head down to the mat. Good, stretching out through the back there. Brilliant. Come back onto all fours. I'm just going to show you, because I'm seeing a few variations going on, so I'm just going to show you what that ankle. So with the bent knee, we're bringing the left hand back to touch the ankle and lengthen. Okay, so it's coming behind the body and lengthen. Okay. So before we start, so we're going to have left hand forward, right leg back, lifting forward and back. Remember, we're looking for length. Touch it down, so we're just keeping straight leg and arm at the moment. Lift back up. Good, really scoop that belly button to spine. Don't let that lower back curve there. We're lengthening away, then we're going to bend the right ankle. We're going to bring the left arm to touch that right foot and lengthen away. Good. Bend the knee, touch the hand to the foot and straighten. Good. One more time. Bend the knee, touch the hand to the foot. Lengthen away, palm down. We're going to pulse it up and down. So for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. Bring the knee and the hand back in and sit back on your heels. Head down to the mat. Good job, everyone. Good. Okay. So we're going to come back onto all fours here. Now for those with wrist issues, have a little go with this one without the chair. If it's too much for you, go back to using the chair. So we're going to slide. Which leg have we just worked? The right one, isn't it? So we're going to slide that left leg back. Good, lift the left leg up, holding that leg up. We're going to take the nose to the floor, so into a push-up. So lower the nose to the floor, push back up. We're lowering the left foot to the floor, tuck that left toe underneath you, and we're pushing up, so we're lifting that right knee off the floor now, bringing the knee to the chest. Good, and lower back down. Do you want to watch me for one? Probably easier to watch one and then you kind of know what we're doing. So we're going to lift the leg up to hip height, into the push-up, so nose to the floor, pushing back up. Lower the leg, tuck the toe, lift up, and we're bringing the right knee to the chest. And lower back down again. Okay, I'm going to do 3 of these if we can. So we'll start with the left toe pointed, lift the leg up to hip height, take the nose to the floor in front of the hands, push back up, Bring the toe down, tuck it underneath you. We're going to lift up and bring the knee to the chest. Good. Lower that right knee down. Lift the left leg up. Into the push-up. Try and keep those elbows in tight to your body. Lower back down, tuck the toe, lift up, right knee to the chest. Good. One more time. Lower the right knee, lift the left leg into the push-up. Good. Lower the leg, tuck the toe underneath. Bring that right knee. We're going to lengthen the right leg back so you're staying up in the down dog. And take the head through to the knees. Excellent job, everyone. Well done. We're coming back onto our knees. Obviously, we're going to have to change legs now. So we're going to start with the right leg sliding back. Lift. Everyone's getting a bit warmer now. Well done. Right leg lifted. Good. And then we're going to take the nose to the floor. Bring those elbows into your body. As we come up, take the foot down, tuck the toe underneath, lift up and bring the knee to the chest. Good. Back down. Lengthen that right leg away. Good. Take the nose to the floor into the push-up. Come back up. Take that right leg down, tuck the toe underneath, lift and left knee to your chest. Good. Last one. Point the right toe and lift. Take the chest to the floor. Push back up. Tuck that right toe underneath you. Lift that left knee to your chest. And then lengthen the left leg away so both legs are long. You're up in that down dog. And take the head through to the knees. Brilliant. We're going to come down onto your knees now. Open the knees nice and wide. Keep the big toe together. We're going to walk the hands forward, opening up through that lower back. Good. Walk the hands round to the right, lengthening that left arm away from you. Good. Center back up. And then we're going to walk that left arm away from you. Reaching that right hand away so you're getting that lovely cross stretch or the stretch all through that right side. Good. Come back to the center. We're scooping belly button to spine and we're rounding back up. We're going to bring the legs out in front of you. Come all the way to the front of the mat. We're just going to do a nice roll down to the mat. So you can either hold the thighs or arms out in front of you. Scoop the belly button to spine and we're rounding back down. Lumbar thoracic. Take the head down, reach the arms away from you, reaching those legs away from you. Good. Nice deep breath in and out. And then we're going to bend those knees. Bring the arms down by your side. We're going to come up into our shoulder bridge position. So knees and feet are hip width apart. Deep breath in, scooping the belly button to spine. On the out breath, we're going to curl that pelvis up, peeling that vertebra one at a time, pushing forward through the fronts of the thighs. Glutes are squeezing, lifting those hips up, rib cage down. No tension through the neck and shoulders. And then we're going to come back down, one vertebra at a time. Keeping that pelvis curled up until the end. Good. One more time. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're curling that pelvis up off the mat, peeling the vertebra one at a time as we come up into that shoulder bridge position, hips lifted, rib cage down. We're just going to work with our glute squeezes here. So we're going to drop the hips 5 centimeters and squeeze and lift back up. In breath to lower and squeeze and lift. Good. For 8 and lift. 7 and lift. 6, Squeeze to lift. 5 and 4, 3, 2 more and lift. Last one, lifting back up. We're going to come back down one vertebra at a time. Keep the pelvis curled up until the end. Close the knees and feet together. Arms out to the side, palms to the ceiling. I'm going to take both knees over to the right. Head goes to the left. Good, we're going to lengthen that top leg over the bottom leg, toe towards the floor. If you want to increase the stretch, you could grab hold of that right ankle. So the lower leg ankle, and then just slide that leg back slightly. That's if you're not feeling much of a stretch through here. Good. And then we're going to stack knees and ankles. Take the lumbar spine to the mat as we center back up. We're going to drop both knees over to the left. Head goes to the right. We're going to lengthen that right leg over the left knee. Toe to the floor. Good, just breathing through that stretch. Again, if you want to increase it, you could just grab hold of that right ankle and slide that foot back a bit. Good, and then we're stacking knees and ankles. Take the lumbar spine back towards the mat. We're going to float the left leg up into tabletop position. And then we're going to straighten that left leg up to the ceiling and grab hold of that calf if you can. Get a nice stretch through the hamstring. And then we're going to start with those ankle joint circles. So nice and slow. Going to go 5 times in the one direction. And then change direction and 5 times in the other. And 5, good. And then we're going to start to point through the toe, flex, take the heel to the ceiling, point and flex. Good, one more time, point and flex. Bend that knee to your chest. We're going to lengthen the right leg away from you now. Check that lumbar spine is down towards the mat. We're going to draw that left knee up to your chest. And then relax. Draw the left knee up to your chest and relax. Good. One more time. Draw that left knee up to your chest and relax. We're going to open that left knee out to the side. Try not to lift that right hip up. So keep that right hip down. We're opening that left knee out to the side, and then you're going to draw that left knee up towards your left shoulder and relax. Good. So you're hugging, you've got hold of that left knee with your left arm, and you're drawing that left knee up towards the chest, your left shoulder, and relax. Good. One more time. Draw that knee up towards that left shoulder and relax. We're going to center the leg up, straighten that leg up towards the ceiling. Turn the toe towards your right side, so towards the center of the midline. And then we're going to bring that left leg over to the right. I'll get there in the end. So we're bringing it across the body. Open out that left hand. Good, all the way over. Try not to tip completely though. We should be feeling it down through that left side, all through that top sort of IT band. Good, take that left leg up to the ceiling now. Turn the toe out to the outside. The left hand comes onto the leg now, and we're opening it out to the left side. Again, without tipping, keep that right side down. Even open that right arm out. Good. Center back up. Bring the knee to the chest, and we're changing legs here. So left leg to the floor. Keep the knee bent to begin with. We're going to float the right leg up and then straighten that right leg up to the ceiling. We're going to start with those ankle joint circles. Nice and slow. 5 times in the one direction. And then we're changing direction. And 5 times in the other. And then we're going to start to point and flex. Point and flex. Good. One more time. Point and flex. Hug that right knee into your chest. Lengthen the left leg away. Flexion through the left leg. And we're going to hug that knee in tight and relax. Hug the knee in tight and relax. One more time. Hug the knee in tight and relax. Then right hand over the knee. Left hand out to the side. We're opening that right knee out as far as you can. And then you're going to draw that right knee up towards your right shoulder and relax. Good. Draw the right knee up to the right shoulder and relax. Good. Last time here. Draw that right knee up to the right shoulder and relax. We're going to center the knee, straighten the leg, turn the toe towards your left hand, and then bring that leg over to the left. Bring the left hand onto the leg and open the right arm out. Perfect. Good. Feel that stretch down the outside there. Good. And then take that leg back up to the ceiling. Turn the toe to the outside. Change hands now. And you're going to open that right leg out as much as possible. Taking the toe towards the floor, heel towards the ceiling. Feeling that stretch through the inner thigh. And then hug that right knee to your chest. We're going to bend that left leg again. Bring the right foot to the floor. We're going to roll onto our sides. Coming onto all fours. Tucking the toes underneath you. We're going to push up into down dog, heels towards the floor, head through to the knees, shoulders down the back. Good. Soften through the knees. Walk the hands back towards your feet. We're rounding back up, stacking that spine. Excellent job, everyone.